Well, hello there, niggas and wiggers. It's Uppity White Guy again. It's time for one of our talks. Look, you know, I talk about stuff that I see going on in society and this, that, and the other, and society's melting down, basically. But today we're going to talk about trannies. Or T-girls, if you will. Whatever the fuck you want to call them. Okay, trans women, whatever. Chicks with dicks, whatever you want to call them. Now look, let me preface this by saying Uppity White Guy has no hate. Okay, I don't care what you are. I really don't give two shits. If you walk around in a skirt, that's your fucking business. I'll even be friends with you, I don't give a fuck. Because the way I look at it is like this. It's pretty fucking simple. If you're not hurting me, taking food off my table, out of my mouth, money out of my pocket, or damaging my cars, especially the Mustang, I don't care. It doesn't kill me. If you do something over there, it doesn't bother me over here. I don't care. I'll say hi to you, be friends with you. I don't give a shit. I don't care. But I got questions. I really got questions. And I just don't understand. It seems to me today, unless it's the media hyping shit up, which could be, because the communist media, they're just evil. Back when Walter Cronkite ruled the airwaves, people listened to media. Now, only the truly stupid and retarded listen to mainstream media because they fucking lie. They get caught in lies, and they continue to lie. It's just fucking ridiculous. So I wouldn't listen to CNN if you fucking paid me money. I wouldn't listen to MSNBC if you paid me money. These people are fucking ridiculous. Okay? They're Marxists, they're communists, whatever. So maybe they're talking about trans people a lot. Maybe that's why we keep seeing a lot of them. I don't know. But it seems to me today, I remember growing up, I mean, there were gay people. There were trans people. They existed. But holy shit, there seems to be an explosion of them. Now, for the sake of this talk, I'm just going to say male to female trans. We know it goes the other way, but it seems to me that on the internet and in the media, I see more of that than female to male. So, when I say trans, we're just talking about chicks with dicks or whatever. Okay? We're not talking about dudes with vaginas. Okay? So, just for sake of argument, so we don't have to keep going back and forth and getting fucking confused. I'm already confused. So, look. There's, I guess, pre-op, which is, you keep the penis and balls, and then, post-op, which, I guess they take the balls off. I don't know what they do with them. Maybe they donate them to science or something. I don't fucking know where they go, but your balls go missing. Okay? I don't know where the fuck they go. They wind up in the toy section at Walmart. I don't fucking know. Look. And then they take your dick, turn it inside out, and shove it up in you for the man-made vajayjay. That's supposedly, in a nutshell, how it works. So you're not going to stand and pee anymore, okay? But, and this brings me to another argument, which I'll just do real quick. Look, motherfucker, we had COVID for 2 fucking years. Okay, and to me, it was really a chest cold. If you were healthy, it was a fucking chest cold. Okay, but if you were an asshole, like this supervisor I had at Walmart, that kept getting on my ass, you stupid bitch, about wearing a mask, which does nothing, but Walmart just wanted to do it for looks. You keep getting on my ass about wearing a mask, and I'll come back in that fucking store soon, sweetheart, so you can go fuck yourself. You keep wearing a fucking mask, you know, I forget what the fuck her name was. She was some dipshit supervisor. She kept telling you to wear the fucking mask, and then I'd see her outside on her smoke break for 45 minutes. Because there's nothing like, you know, saying I'm not going to catch COVID, like blackening your fucking lungs. Oh, dude, Jesus Christ, motherfucker, people are stupid, retarded. So look, we had COVID for 2 fucking years. They couldn't figure out a solution. Some people died from it, not as many as they said. Not even close. But people did die from it because they're unhealthy to begin with. And you forced us to wear fucking masks. A lot of companies did, and employers and this and that. Forced people to wear these masks that didn't work. Doctors came out, the pharmaceutical companies came out with this shot, which afterwards people got heart problems, blood clots, and dropped dead in their 20s. Because, oh shit, that's normal, right? You had 2 years, you couldn't figure it out. But yet you could figure out how to take someone's dick and turn it inside out and shove it up in them and make a fucking vagina. But you couldn't figure out how to cure a fucking chest cold. Some scientists and doctors are flat out perverts. They're really perverts. They like to stick the finger in the asshole all the time. They're just perverts. Okay? Let's face it. Some of them are pervs. That's what it is. But okay, let's get back to the trannies and all this shit. Look, trannies. I don't care. To me, the thing I have a problem with, I don't have a problem with you. Some of you look so fucking good it's hard to tell. Seriously. And then others, not so much. Like a friend of mine that I grew up with. See, this is what I mean. It's everywhere. A friend of mine that I grew up with, Jason, I was real close to him. We grew up as kids, known him since 5th grade. He moved away, and so did I. And I moved back. He's still in Texas somewhere. Now, Jason was like me. He was a quiet kid. He didn't care for sports much, just like me. I didn't care for sports. I was small, undersized, and didn't care for them. I liked to stay in my room and play my guitar all day. So, yeah, and I wasn't that good at it, but, you know, that gave me fulfillment. I never liked sports, didn't like being on teams, I thought it sucked. Jason was very similar. I wasn't a hit with girls, I'm still not. I know all this and you're thinking, how could he not be? But no shit, I'm not a hit with broads. Jason wasn't either growing up. We both weren't particularly big, we were small on the small side. But I never thought he was gay or anything else. I just thought he was an introvert like me, and that's fine. I like to go read a book, go read a book. But all of a sudden, years later, he's on Facebook, and he's not Jason anymore. Out of nowhere, I don't know how this happened, he's Jasmine. Hi! So, look. And my sister looked at him, oh, doesn't he look good? Karen, you can see that Adam's apple from 5 blocks away. He didn't look good. But, bless him, if I ever saw him again, I'd tell her that, dude, she looks great. So anyway, look. I even know somebody who converted over. Again, male to female. I don't know whether he's got parts or not, I ain't fucking asking. I ain't asking if he had things added, removed, what turned inside out, whatever, I don't want to know. But I don't have a problem with trannies. One, the problem I have is that if you're going male to female, let's say, for sake of argument, you're living your life as a woman. And that's fine. I don't give a shit if you live your life as a woman. You want to throw on a dress? Hey, it's your weekend. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. You want to tuck? Throw on a dress? Go for it. Michelle Obama does it. I don't give a fuck. Look, I'm just saying, you're not a natural born woman. You will never be. I'll call you a woman just to make you happy if you're nice to me. I'm not going to be mean to you. I'll indulge. I'll call you a chick, because especially if you look like a chick, it's hard not to, but I'll call you a chick. But I know, chromosomally, you're still a dude. You don't have a uterus, you can't give birth. They're doing uterus transplants now. I have no fucking clue how that works. Again, uterus transplants can't cure COVID. Somebody's a fucking pervert, okay? But look, all I'm saying is, you know, I ain't got no problem. But don't tell me that scientifically you're a woman. I'm not going to agree with you. I'm educated. I'm not fucking a complete retard as I sit here in this trailer. I'm not 100% trash, and I'm not 100% retard. I am educated. I got a degree. I'm not stupid. I've taken enough science classes. I know the chromosomes. Dude, honey, whatever you want to be called, you're not a natural born woman. You'll never be. Nah, that's okay. I'll give you some respect if you don't mistreat me, and I'll call you a girl if you want. I'll call you Miss, whatever. I'll call you Jasmine, whatever your name is. But you're not a fucking woman. Okay. The other problem I have is, and this goes with the gays too, but I'll make another video log on that later about the gays. That's a whole fucking other subject. We don't need to celebrate you every 5 seconds. It's a personal accomplishment for you, maybe. I understand that. The trials, tribulations, it took a long, long trip maybe to get to where you are. It's like someone losing weight, kinda. It's an accomplishment. It certainly is. But it does not equal somebody like Henry Ford. Okay? Nikola Tesla. Okay? It doesn't equal what the veteran did in World War II. Why the fuck you should be on a beer can or have a parade or fucking a holiday for Pride Month? The fuck you get a month for? We'll do this more on the gays, but still, tranny, pride, it kind of goes the same thing. The fuck you want a month to celebrate for? Get a fucking holiday? For what? What the fuck did you do? You didn't accomplish really anything. You had your dick shoved inside out and made a vagina, and they took your balls and I don't know where they went. They're on a tennis court or something. I don't fucking know. But the fucking fact is, you didn't do shit. My father served this country. He hammered nails his whole fucking life so that my sister, myself, and my dipshit late brother had clothes on our back. All the time. We never went hungry, we always had clothes. He didn't get a fucking holiday. He served this country, he didn't get a holiday. Oh yeah, there's Veterans Day and stuff like that, I get it, but he himself didn't get one. There were no new laws passed for him. That's the other thing I don't get. You shouldn't get special laws. Like hate crimes and all this shit. If you smash someone in the face with a bottle, that's a hate crime. Unless you're white, then it doesn't count, because it's not a hate crime, as we know. So, you shouldn't get special laws. You shouldn't get special holidays. You haven't accomplished anything. Transition to another sex is not an accomplishment that warrants a fucking parade, for Christ's sakes. If you want to have a celebration with your family and have a cake or something, go ahead and knock yourself out. But to be put on a beer can or something like that when there's veterans dying every fucking day, when Henry Ford made automobiles affordable to the masses, you know, when Nikola Tesla brought us alternating current and you had your cock removed or had tits added to you, that's not a fucking, it's not the same thing. You didn't benefit society. It's not a fucking accomplishment. That's the problem I have. It's not the fact that you exist, it's the fact that society and the media, the crooked ass media, fawns all over you because you're a tranny. And don't give a fuck. Shut the fuck up. Go date someone if you want. Have some trans sex. Nobody cares. That's fine. Pay your taxes. Like they take them out of me. Go to work every fucking day. Then that's it. That's what you get. Life doesn't give you special shit because you fucking exist. This is the problem I have. And special laws. That's bullshit too. Okay, and being forced to accept that this is natural because it's not natural. It's okay if it ain't hurting anybody else, but no, it's not natural. Let's not kid ourselves. Now, why the fuck this happens? I don't know. It seems to happen more and more. I'm not sure if it's the media, because, you know, young people are very gullible. And a lot of them believed whatever adults told them. Till they got cynical. You reach a certain age and you get cynical. If it doesn't happen before you get your first job, it'll definitely happen then, because once they start taking taxes out of you, your ass gets pretty cynical pretty quick. Hey, that's my money. There it goes. So that'll piss you off pretty quick. So look, I don't know if it's social media, I'm sure it has something to do with it. I think social media really does spread mental disease, but I'm not sure if that has something to do with it, or the fact that our food is slowly being poisoned. Everything's in plastic, and that plastic leaches in the food. It leaches into fetuses. It's called phthalates. You can look it up. Look it up, niggas. It's called phthalates. Plastic bottles used to be glass bottles, now they're plastic. Food is sometimes wrapped in plastic. And you truly stupid fuckers throw it in the microwave, and that really helps with the chemicals in the atoms in the fucking plastic. That the molecules in the plastic. You truly stupid fuckers actually heat this shit, and then it goes into the food because you're fucking dumb. Never heat your food in plastic in the microwave, even if it says it's safe. Don't believe that shit. You're fucking a retard. Okay. So I'm not sure if it's chemical, or it's social, or a little bit of both, but it seems to be happening more and more and more and more. It's hard to say where it's coming from, but there's definitely more trans people than there was in like 1970. Again, they've always been around, and that's okay, but there seems to be more. So that's a question that I have. I don't know where the fuck all this trans shit is coming from. The women, they are snazzy dressers. I'll say that. Yeah, they are snazzy dressers. So I'll give them that, most of them. And some of them that are passable, holy shit. Yours truly has a problem because he likes Asians. When Asians make the transition, usually Asian men are smaller and their faces are softer. They don't have this huge brow bone here and shit, this Cro-Magnon fucking forehead. Usually Asian people don't have that, so when they make the transition, their face is naturally softer. And so it's more round. And that's because of their diet over the centuries. They didn't have to use certain muscles. You know, over here in the West, we chew meat, they chew rice and fish. It's softer. That's why they have the faces that they have. And we chewed a lot of steak and beef, and so we built up certain jaw bones and so forth and so on. And this gets passed down through the generations. In case you're fucking wondering why people's faces are like that. I read. So look, Asians are really tough. And so that makes me especially vulnerable. I'm going to have to start doing the reach and grab to make sure that there's nothing tucked there, because I'm especially susceptible to Asian broads because they're fucking hot. And when they make the transition, they're the hardest to tell. So I'm going to have to reach and grab. Look, I'm sorry, it's just got to be done. It's an insurance policy. I got to make sure there's no tree hanging down there, you know what I'm saying? So look, so in a nutshell, I got nothing against trannies. But the problem I have, again, is special laws being made, special holidays, everybody all fawning over them. When they didn't build society, they didn't do, most of them didn't do jack shit. You ever see a tranny that's an astronaut? It's not like the first person that took a step on the moon had high heels and was sashaying all over the place. He wasn't. He was a guy. It was toxic masculinity that took the first step on the moon. That's why we got there. So look, I'm sure maybe some trans people contributed some way, somehow to society, maybe that I'm not getting, but to be honest, no. But you know, that's okay, but I'm not going to fawn all over you simply because you are what you are. That's a crock of shit. Nobody's fawning all over me because I'm a white guy. Pretty much, I am the most discriminated race right now in this country. Fucking for sure. If you say not, you're full of shit, or you're just a liberal with brain disease, which is most of you. So look, got nothing against trannies at all. I'm just saying, I wonder why we have so many of them now. It's really odd. I think something's going on. I'm not sure if it's in the water, in the plastic, or in the social media. Something's going on. People are thinking there's something they're not. And it's definitely a mental illness. Now, I'm not saying it needs to be cured, because again, if you're not hurting me and mine, I don't care. You know, it's not the kind of mental illness where you're shoving somebody on a subway track, you know, in New York. It's a different kind of mental illness, so I don't really care. But it definitely comes from the brain, because you think you're something you're not. So, that's pretty simple. It's not coming from your big toe, right? Of course not. It's coming from up here. And if you're a tranny, that's absolutely fine. You know, sashay all you want. I don't give a fuck. that's fine. Get some double D's at it, no problem. But don't expect me to fawn all over you. Throw you a parade, a fucking holiday, put you on a beer can. Just go to work and pay your taxes. Nobody gives a fuck. If you shut up half the time, nobody would care. Swear to God, half the people would care. And if you're really passable, no one's even gonna know. Tuck that shit, no one's gonna know. Okay, nobody cares. If you still got a beard and a set of tits, yes, people are gonna look at you. And don't get all bent out of shape. Come on, you know what the fuck you look like. You look like the freak at the circus. That's why people pay to look at him, because he's a freak. Okay, the guy that bites off chicken heads and shit, yeah, that's... people pay to look at him because he is what he is. They're gonna look at you too. Okay? So don't go outside if you look like that unless you don't mind people staring. It's really odd. People are gonna look. It's human nature. So toughen up, sweetheart. If you don't look that passable, people are gonna notice and they're gonna do a double take. Now just because they look doesn't mean they want to kill you, threaten you, or anything else. Don't get all flamboyant over it. Nobody gives a fuck. But yeah, you're noticeable. Don't blame people for noticing. If you're really passable, no one's going to notice, so just walk on by. Pay your taxes, do what you do, best of health to you, but just shut the fuck up. Everyone's tired of hearing about it. You transition. Who gives a shit? Okay, now get out of my fucking face, and that's it. Nobody cares. Good luck to you. Okay? Alright. You know the deal. These nuts. Fuck off.